Okay, so I've been working with the mumes, getting cuttings in order and stuff, and I have this one. It's a Kobai, and you can see it's just a little bit crazy. So I'm going to show you how I go about fixing things like this. Even if you move it up, it's just going to be kind of crazy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bunch of, we use vineyard twine a lot rather than wire. You could wire it, but then you have to remember to come back. And in my job, I don't have time to come back a lot of times. So we'll use vineyard twine because it just sort of rots away and it doesn't cause marks on the tree. So this is what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to take this skewer out and I'm going to replace it with one that's a little bit taller. Right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the bulk of this tree behind the skewer. So I can move it up like this. Already you can see that's an improvement. And I'm just going to tie this off. I'm going to tie the trunk to the skewer. And then we're going to think about how to address this. Mume are usually not weeping. The W.B. Clark mume are weeping, but in this case, not so much. So I'm going to put a couple more ties on the trunk, securing it to the skewer. In fact, I can just really bring it in and tie it there, and that'll be good enough. The trunk now, it has a nice little bend to it. And we can think about what we're going to do with all of this. I don't really need all of that. So one of my solutions is to prune a lot of this off. The other option I have is I could bring it down. So you end up sort of with this weird weepy thing, which isn't so bad. It just means that at some point these branches are going to have to go up. So I'm going to give it a little trim to about right here. All this, you can see this big empty space in there. I don't need that here. I'm just going to trim that off. I can also move it up just like I did, right? And then I have a nicer tree. So let me tie that up there, and then I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so we went from that weird thing to this. And I'm going to leave it alone and see if it throws a tantrum and dies or not. Then we'll reapproach this based on how it responds to being teased into some kind of confirmation.